going back into your old ways as an autistic. What can you do to get back on track with the things you want to do and that you need to do? Let's get straight into the video. Get to know me personally with my one-on-one coaching. First call is absolutely free. Check the link out in the description. So first of all, I wanted to start with that I haven't been videoing lately because I've been really busy. And you did see that not my previous video, but the video before that, I'm very tired and I haven't been getting adequate sleep. I haven't been getting adequate rest, and that's really affecting my ability to do things like this or focus on my business, which is a program that I'm doing for my work. And that's why today I wanted to talk about this subject, because it's something that I've now again overlooked, and because I actually haven't come back to things that I learnt, say, at the start of the year, it's actually been away from my mind and not in front of my mind. So I've actually gone back to some old habits, which isn't particularly a good thing, because those habits that were keeping me up, the habits that were keeping me above the water, I have now stopped. And that's where it wasn't until I took a step back and realized my mistake. So now I'm kind of just trying to settle myself back into my old routine, especially when the cage gets rattled a little bit, when something changes or something comes up that's a little bit different. So that's where sometimes you might need to keep some sort of log to be able to make sure, okay, what are the things that I did when I was feeling good? What are the things I did maybe when I was feeling bad? And that's a log that I don't really do that. I don't write much stuff down, so it's hard to go back to it to be able to figure out, okay, what did I do back then? That's probably something I need to start doing now. Start writing down either my day or my general week and go, what happened this week? What happened this week, and how can I improve on what has happened this week? So I'll tell you a quick summary of what kind of has been going on for the last 3 weeks. So I've been preparing for a go-kart race, which was on Saturday, and I've been out every Saturday and Sunday pretty much for the last 2 weeks testing for that race on Saturday. So what I needed to do was actually go to the track Saturday, then Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday, or Monday, I would need to go to work because I want to catch up on my business stuff and make sure that I'm there. So that obviously caused a big issue because I never got a proper rest, or I never got a proper break. And also the fact that I hadn't been going to the gym. So I found that if I don't go to the gym for maybe a week or two, I can't regulate my emotions as good, because my body isn't pumping out, doing something physical. And that's why it's very important to do a physical activity that really gets your heart rate up or your muscles moving, because then it actually will reduce anxiety and will reduce your stress levels. So really what I actually figured out was it wasn't just about the accumulation of not going to the gym or pushing myself hard. It was also my doubt, my strong negative doubt about the race, because I knew I wasn't confident with my racing abilities because I haven't been in the kart for a while and I was really unfit, and we weren't also on pace. And that was also my my co-driver, the main driver, which was my friend. He wasn't as quick as we thought we were going to be. So that really put a anxious feeling within me going, this year we're probably not going to win, and we're just going to have to be happy with top 5 or top 10. But it didn't help the fact that I was being anxious and I was going, you know, I'm still not as quick as what I should be. And that really hurt my emotional state for 3 weeks. It really hurt my emotional state, and it made me tired. It made me exhausted. It just made me keep thinking about it every day and night and going, can we win this again? Can I do well? You know, how can I do the best I can? So you can see how I've gone back into my old ways and put myself back in my old shoes, and, you know, starting to overthink again, starting to be anxious, starting to not be myself, because karting does take a lot out of you. And the funny thing is that I wasn't even working on the car. So I was really hoping that because I wasn't working on the car, I would actually do better. Or because I wasn't working on the car, or I didn't have a go-kart to take home, that I would actually have a clearer mind. But I don't actually think that was the case. And that's where, like, sometimes I think it might just be a psychological thing. Maybe I am just overthinking about karting and overthinking about doing well in whatever I want to do well in, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I've done enough karting. I should know what to do. I should understand what to do. And I should be at a level. But sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you wish you want to be where you are or where you need to be, but it's not the reality of it. So because I didn't have time to step away from all these things, time to relax or time to chill out, I never actually got that clarity I needed. I didn't have clarity within myself to say, okay, I'm relaxing now, I'm taking myself out of that mindset and placing myself in the now. And that's where momentum is a real thing. So, for example, $20 turns into $200. $200 turns into $2,000. Then $2,000 turns into $20,000. Then $20,000 turns into $200,000. So sometimes when you look at most things in a vacuum, you have to think of it psychologically like that analogy. 20 turns into 200 to 2,000 to 20,000 to 200,000. And if you don't think of it like that, you might actually end up letting yourself go in a way that might not be healthy. Now, you could also do this in a healthy way. But generally, most of the time, if something's hard to do, that becomes a positive. So say it's like building a business or building muscle, it might actually be less than that. It might be like, okay, $20 turns into $40, or $40 turns into $80, then $80 turns into, I don't know, $120. So it's more difficult to build that money up, but it's better than doing something negative and then going the other way. Say, for example, as I said before, 20, then the negative turns into 200, then it turns into 2,000, and then it just keeps building up and up and up and up until it's more difficult to go back to good habits. So I'm just going to write the conclusion down today, because I've been all over the place today. And I'm not going to be upset. I still want to post a video. I still want to post this because it's not just about me, and it's not just about you. It's about everyone helping each other and trying to get the best out of everyone, and the best out of myself, yourself, and everyone you can try helping together. Because if you don't have this video, if you didn't see this, maybe you might have not had this perspective. So anyway, like and subscribe to watch more educational content about autism and how to be an independent young man on the autism spectrum. Anyway, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.